Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday, April 17th, 2023. It is 1:11 in the morning. Okay, this is chapter 1, Crave. Landing is just throwing yourself at the ground and hoping you don't miss. There she is, Philip says, as we clear the peaks of several mountains, taking one hand off the steering column to point to a small collection of buildings in the distance. Healy, Alaska, home sweet home. Oh, wow, it looks tiny. It looks really, really tiny. Way smaller than just my neighborhood in San Diego, let alone the whole city. Then again, it's pretty hard to see much of anything from up here. Not because of the mountains that loom over the area like long-forgotten monsters, but because we're in the middle of a weird kind of haze that Philip refers to as civil twilight. Even though it's barely 5 o'clock, still I can see well enough to make out that the so-called town he's pointing at is full of mismatched buildings randomly grouped together. I finally settle on interesting. It looks interesting. It's not the first description that popped into my head. No. That was the old cliche that hell has actually frozen over. But it is most polite one as Philip drops even lower, preparing for what I'm pretty sure will be yet another harrowing incident in the list of harrowing incidents that have plagued me since I got on the first of the 3 planes 10 hours ago. Sure enough, I've only just spotted what passes for an airport in this 1,000-person town. Thank you, Google. When Philip says, "Hang on, Grace," it's a short runway, but it's hard to keep a long one clear of snow or ice for any amount of time out here. It's going to be a quick landing. I have no idea what a quick landing means, but it doesn't sound good. So I grab the bar on the plane door, which I'm pretty sure exists for just this very reason, and hold on tight as we drop lower and lower. Okay, kid, here goes nothing, Philip tells me, which, by the way, definitely makes the top 5 things you don't ever want to hear your pilot say while you're still in the air. The ground looms white and unyielding below us, and I squeeze my eyes shut. Seconds later, I feel the wheels skip across the ground. Then Philip hits the brakes hard enough to slam me forward so fast that my seatbelt and the only thing keeping my head from meeting the control panel. The plane whines, not sure what part of it is making the horrendous noise, or if it's a collective death knell, so I chose not to focus on it, especially when we start skidding to the left. I bite my lip. Keep my eyes squeezed firmly shut, even as my heart threatens to burst out of my chest. If this is the end, I don't need to see it coming. The thought distracts me, has me wondering just what my mom and dad might have seen coming, and by the time I shut down that line of thinking, Philip has the plane sliding to a shaky, shuddering halt. I know exactly how it feels. Right now, even my toes are trembling. I peel my eyes open slowly, resisting the urge to pat myself down to make sure I really am still in one piece. But Philip just laughs and says, "Textbook landing." Okay, so that is all for part 2. Chapter 1. Landing is just throwing yourself at the ground and hoping you don't miss. Crave. Thank you for watching.